Well, good morning. Let's get an update on the Timmy Paddock because I did get some work done on it. But as we're walking up to it, this is my big manure pond. This is where I want to just let the water soak in and not let it overflow because it has a bunch of sheep and horse manure in it when it overflows. Back from my area back there. We did make a mistake. I need to take this dam and kick it over, kind of make a funnel and do the same thing here. I need to kick that over to the entrance of my little shooting range here. Just open up the throat to fill the water in. Right now, I think the water is going to come down and run along it and either find its way through this little gap or not. But I did get my skid steer back, so that'll be easy work. But let's take a look at the Timmy Paddock because we put a bunch of rocks down and we did some mulching. And we fixed the dam. So the paddock on the other side of the fence is not manicured. I still got to go in there, but we're talking about this paddock here. Anyway, so there's two ponds upstream. Soaking ponds are not lined. They're made to fill up with water and soak in, but in an overflow event, they overflow to another pond and then overflow again. So through here, we're gonna flow it through this rock channel into this little pond right here. This is very loose soil, so it's going to fill in quick, I'm sure. The sidewalls are going to collapse. And then it's going to overflow out over here. And before I did this, the water was overflowing over here, and it was mixing in with my manure pond water. So we actually were able to push it, I don't know, 80 or 100 feet more uphill. I still got to figure out what I want to do from there, where I want the water to go. But I'm happy with this. Off to the left here, I think you can see the color change. We got all this mulched over, and I'm gonna let the cows in here, let them eat these patches of Bermuda grass, and then probably Mondays when the rains come. Anyway, as soon as it rains, I'm throwing seed out. I generally like to throw it out after it rains. The mulch helps, I guess, if you do it before it rains, but I like it to just immediately stick on wet ground so it can seed. So I'm still a little low here, but from here over to here, we had seepage coming out of the dam. We got it all compacted down and added more clay to the top, but I can tell we're maybe a foot too low, but that's okay. It's enough to tell me that we got it fixed. And if we don't get any seepage, we'll add another foot or so to it, and it'll be easy to push this hay back to do that. And I have been filling this pond to answer the question, because I mean, like I said, it's going to rain next week, but I don't know if that's a half-inch rain or we're going to get a goalie washer. So anyway, I got a well up on the top of the hill, so I've been filling it up. And I don't know, we've probably got 8 or 9 inches added since we did the dam project. So we'll see what happens here. I'm hoping it's fixed, and then if it is, like I said, we'll add some height to it, try to get some more volume and depth to this pond. And I'll show you where we got the clay from. So we just kind of cutting into this cliff here. I was actually right over here is where the new little ledge pond is. Anyway, where everything on that side of the pond, I'm saying I'm done with it. We're gonna let it seed out. I still got to figure out what to do on this high side. I can almost think of a terrace all the way around, and you can see where I'm kind of cutting the cliff wall here, making a cliff wall. We can kind of do a little terrace all the way around there, maybe even slanted inward so that it kind of holds water. I think that would be pretty cool. Anyway, kind of showing you, we had pockets of real heavy rocks, and we had pockets of just almost pure clay. But I think when it's blended together, it's gonna seal just fine. Oh, Lake Timmy, we put if you saw the video where I cleaned out the sediment pond, I mean, we actually harvested some lily pads out of there, and I think we got 3 planted in Timmy, And then here's my new pond. I think you can see the lily pad right there. Yeah, I'm seeing it. Anyway, so we'll see how that goes. But as far as over here, whatever. After I built it, like I said, this side was all just loose. I took the bucket, tractor bucket, and just compressed it down, so it's kind of flat topped right now. And yeah, I did run a hose until it overflowed, and it had overflowed right at the intersection point here where we had the loose clay not compacted, but this is where it actually peaked and overflowed. And we're just going to monitor it, see what happens, and see if I don't know that I'm gonna get a lot of overflow here because it's not in the direct water path. So still debating what I need to do here. Do I need to cut an overflow or just let it crash the banks? And if there's vegetation established and it holds together, I may do nothing. But right now I know I can put the cows in here for a day, other than the fact I tore it up pretty good building the pond. So there's not a lot of grass in here. Like I said, in the next, probably in a month, is when I've got to wean the baby cows. So they're going to be here on the Timmy Paddock, and then they'll get rotated into here, and then up into this paddock, and then in the mobile home paddock. So you figure I got a month, probably a month and a half before they even make it into here, and then probably a month and 3 weeks before they make it into this other paddock. And we'll get a good routine for them. But here in Texas, I mean, the winter is our best grass season, to be honest with you. I mean, you can the winter grasses pretty much dominate and keep the cows fed and happy. Anyway, so that's the update on Lake Timmy, Paddock Timmy. We're going to keep pushing on until the rains come. Y'all be good.